gates, not even just the ones that they're sitting on currently, but when they cross over the line, usually they're pretty straight. The question is whether they got bumps coming out of them, but they go every which way, as we see one rider immediately darting off to the left. And looks like, was that the number 40?
Looked like the number 40. That is going to be Austin Capricornitis out of Concord, Vermont.
So he wanted to make sure we had to say that last name. Little Cap out front right now. Capricornitis getting the job done. I'm going to keep saying it until I get it right. And the number 6 there in the second place spot, I believe that is the... Trying to see, he's able to hang on to that second place spot coming through the commandments.
Going 4 and 5 wide there through the 10 commandments.
Absolute chaos coming through there right now. And these first laps, just sprint laps. They're trying to lay the hammer down, go as fast as they possibly can, and they're 42 wide, probably the closest they'll be all race right now. As we see on the bottom of your screen, some riders coming to a complete stop, but we got a battle for the lead.
The number 40 going to hang on to it for now, but he is followed closely by the number 84 and 6 there.
And Eddie Norrid finishing 8th in Moto 1. He is not feeling that. He says, I want to be inside the top 3. Matter of fact, I want the number 1 spot, but he actually loses a position to one of the KTM riders there.
And Zach, that might be going back to the starts like you were saying. Getting that 8th, that means he is 8th gate pick here in this one, and that has clearly helped him.
Without a doubt, the Kawasaki rider popping in, and he looks hungry to run up at the front of this college 18 to 24 class.
Hey guys, I'm going to jump in before this race develops too much. We have, this is going to be a lengthy announcement, but we need to get this information out there. We've got packages at the shipping trailer that have got to be picked up. Again, these are packages at the shipping trailer, so I'm going to call out some names. And like I said, it's a little lengthy, but bear with us. We've got to get this information out. Jace Allred, Jason Beckington, Gavin Betts, Madison Barger, Madison Booth, Carrie Bennick, Ashley Colio, Cody Darr, Brantley Forrest, Daniel Fluhart, Bobby Fisher, Cody Harrington, Amy Gephardt, Melissa Greer. All right, some of these are duplicates. Are they? No, they're not. Travis Hardcastle, Noel Hall, Nico Israel, Casey Harrington, Austin Keller, Christian Capricornitis. There's, hey, Capricornitis doing well out there, by the way. Chase Lawton, Josh LaFleur, Paleolagos, Nick Pappas, Cody Riley, Brian Scher, Chris Sloniker, Connor Schmood, James Stewart, Jennifer Schneider, Stephen Vertu, Reese Wennington, Nick Way, Luke Witt, Grayson Watkins, Forrest Gavin, and Evan Stewart. So if I called your name out, you have got packages available at the shipping trailer.
So as we continue to try to figure out how to say the last name of the number 40, he is handling business. And look, a big problem for the number 6, Eddie Norrid. Got the balance to the outside there, ended up having to put the other foot down and almost come to a complete stop. So the number 6 going to lose a couple of positions there. Jesse Wessel and Trevin Nelson sitting just behind him. And we know Nelson's got the speed. He's run up front in some of those pro sport classes as well.
Nelson getting pushed off the track there by the number 6 of Eddie Norrid. Eddie Norrid trying not to lose any more spots after that bobble.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the Kawasaki rider. A little bit of aggression. This is the second moto. He's starting to think big picture. He's sitting on an 8th in Moto 1. He has got to get as far up as he can if he wants any chance of being in this title fight.
Yeah, Eddie Norrid, great rider out of Illinois. I get to see him. Of course, I didn't do any qualifiers, regionals, nothing this year, but I've seen him at several over in Indiana, Wildcat Creek MX, Ironman Raceway, and dude, he's always a standout and always does well here at Loretta's.
Yeah, absolutely. And similarly, we talk about riders that we get to see on the road to Loretta's. Little Cap, Trevin Nelson, kind of from my neck of the woods. Same thing. Both of them train a lot at Club MX. So they're hanging out with Filthy Phil. They're hanging out with Jeremy Martin and the entire Club MX Pro crew. Sure. So they're dealing with the best of the best in College Boy, but they've been dealing with the best of the best in the pro ranks during the week.
Love it. How about that for Jesse Wessel, but picked up a position, was able, as you guys had mentioned, got around Eddie Norrid there for the 3 spot. Watching the number 40 of Austin Capricornitis out in front. Kimball Jett going to work.
Jett trying to jet around the outside. Again, low-hanging fruit there, but you got to take what you can get here at Loretta's. As right now they're
Capricornitis is down.
They come together. The 84 is stuck right there. There goes the number 6. Going to say thank you. Get a 2 for 1. Norwood going to move his way into the lead.
All right, so the number 6 now up front.
You know what? That wasn't really follow the leader. That was him falling over into his line. It was just close racing right there. But, boy, Eddie Norwood, the big winner coming out of that one.
Absolutely. Getting a little buy one, get one, as Mikey likes to say. A checkup from the neck up, if you will, right there.
And a BOGO, baby.
The number 25 now in that second place position. That is Trevin Nelson on his Yamaha.
And here at the front of this college class, you cannot give positions away. Every position going to be fought for tooth and nail. And Norwood, he's already proven he is willing to do whatever it takes, even if he's got to do a little rubbing to hold on to that position. And I believe that's Nelson coming up. And Nelson going to try to make quick work of it. He runs up the inside.
Look at that, smooth and easy there for the number 25 of Trevin Nelson.
That was a impressive pass right there. Almost looked like Norwood just didn't even have any fight for the 25.
It's like he didn't see it coming, man. It was somebody put the 187 on his jersey. Murdered that pass right there.
And exciting to watch. We see all throughout the week, we've seen a lot of riders choosing to go in that far outside, but after the rain, pretty much the tight inside line has been the line of choice in the Thor Sand Sweeper.
How can I make this track as short as possible?
And guys, I've got to say, this track really shaped up for the better, in my opinion.
I'm telling you what, Jackson, we were standing out on the patio while it was raining and saying this is not looking good. It's we're gonna have the jet ski race in about 10 minutes because we didn't think there was any way motorcycles would make their way around. But not only are they making their way around, we got some great racing to go along with it.
And Zach, that's just a testament to our track crew. We have the best of the best here at Loretta Lynn's, whether it's the track crew, the riders, you name it. Only the best here at Loretta Lynn's.
Absolutely. And Nelson, sorry to cut you off there, Mike.
I was just going to say, calling the last one with Kellen, I thought the bet amongst the announcers was first guy to mention, we're going to need some water on the track. So I was trying to coax him into saying that. I said, we're going to be kicking up dust before the end of the day. Turns out we were talking about dust, so I get the award for the most cliche line of the week.
And that's what happens
proud of it.
When you try to go against Kellen Brown.
I messed up.
This is why they send us to the woods, Mikey.
I know. Yeah. Go back and play in the trees.
So right now, continuing to watch the number of 6 who is coming under pressure. Going to have to switch it up from the offense to defense, as it looks like that might be the 28 of Wessel. And I've been expecting Wessel to run up front. We saw he had the speed early in some of the first motos, but the start's kind of a little bit of kryptonite there for the number 28.
Little bobble there for the number 28.
Capricornitis closing in on him right there. Wessel had a third place finish in Moto number 1. That's exactly where he sits here in Moto number 2. And the Capricornitis, I think, he's 7th. He was 7th in Moto 1.
Yeah, so a huge opportunity for the number 40 of Capricornitis as well. I'm sure he was extremely set on trying to run away. Just like Jordan Jarvis said, those first couple laps, absolute heaters. Sprint laps, try to get away as quick as he can. And I'm sure he's not super excited that him and Kimmel Jet had to come together. But they're trying to come back through the pack together, the 2 KTM riders running solid pace.
On screen, we see the number 6 of Eddie Norwood.
And what happened to Wessel there? He is slowing down.
So Capricornitis is going to get that spot there. That is going to be the 3rd place position.
Look at the front end of Wessel there.
What is going on?
Looks like the forks were stuck down.
That is not something we see often.
No, it is not. So not sure whether it's a problem with the fork. It looks like it's popped back up. I'm almost curious
Possibly
whether
the whole shot
grabbed the whole shot device or something.
Interesting. He may have to get into his bag of tricks like Mike Brown right here. We're just going to use the rear wheel.
We're just going to wheelie the whole track as he loses another position. So clearly the front end is back up, but clearly the number 28 not functioning like it was early. He's trying to get back into race pace, but that's so tough to do when these bikes, so much risk goes into what these guys are doing. If they don't feel the motorcycles at 100%, it's hard to just go in there and send it, as now we see Wessel just trying to double through the commandments and get through clean.
It's a 69 Joshua Bose. Am I saying it right? Is it Bose? Boaz? Bose.
So Bo's going to say, sorry about the problems, man, but I'm going to take this position either
Sorry,
way.
gotcha.
He slips down into that 4th place spot.
And on screen, we see the number 40 of Austin Kapakanitis chasing after the mean green machine of Eddie Norrid. Eddie Norrid bobbling a little bit there, and Kapakanitis is going to make the move.
Yep, capitalized right there. Great pass.
Capping.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Taking advantage of the opportunity. Oh, both feet coming off the peg right there, though.
Doing what we got to do here in this one.
Eddie Norrad, little look over the shoulder there. He's like, man, I got to stop the bleeding.
And look at Norad. Look at the effort he made to cut back to that inside line so he wasn't following the number 40.
Look at Trevor Nelson. We're not watching him right now on Racer TV. The number 25 who's leading it 4 laps into it, turning 2:09.5. He is trying to check out and say bye-bye.
And he's already opened up a 6-second gap. Boom, throws a 2:12, another heater.
Yeah, what, full 2 seconds faster than Eddie Norred last time around. It's Kapakanitis, as we know, in the number 2 spot as he checks in. He's got a 2:13.2, but sits 9.5 seconds back. Eddie Norred falling back to that 3 spot.
So an improvement there for the number 40, but he is going to have a 9-second gap separating him and Trevin Nelson there, our leader on the number 25.
And the troubles for Wessel continue. He's now dropped a couple more positions. Now back into the number 6 position is the number 28 of Jesse Wessel. And you know he doesn't like that. He does not want to back up a 3rd place in Moto 1 with what's going on right now.
Absolutely, and same situation for Jackson Pascal. Right now sitting in the 7th place spot, coming off a first Moto win. Running 2:14s. That's 10 seconds a lap, or 10 seconds faster than Jesse Wessel, who was in front of him. Now, as we saw, Wessel having issues there with problems for the number 72. Trying to remount that Kawasaki. That's going to be Mario Lopez.
Yeah.
Already having a tough second moto. Landon Armbruster, a name we talked about in Moto 1. He finds himself fighting for a top 20.
So things shaping up here in this second moto.
2-lap card out.
And Mikey Jackson, I think I'm going to leave it with you and get ready to head down to the podium.
All right, we'll see you there.
We'll send 3 riders to talk to you. I promise. I promise.
All right, so out front is the number 25 of Trevin Nelson. Austin Kapakanitis in that 2nd place position there on the number 40. Eddie Norrid on the number 6. Kawasaki sitting in 3rd. Joshua Boas sitting in 4th. Daniel Bordelin sitting in that 5th place position. Jesse Welton holding down 6th. Jackson Pascal, our first moto winner, sitting in 7th. In 8th, we got Kimball Jett. Alex Panzarella sitting in that 9th place position. Connor Berger holding down 10th. In 11th, we got Taylor Beckwith. Lucas Gassler sitting in that 12th place position. Jack Windland in that 13th. In 14th, we have Kobe Carper and Grant LaFrance going to round out our top 15 here in this one.
Trevin Nelson checks in now. 6 laps completed for him, and on cue, there's the white flag as the 25 Yamaha.
So one more time around here for this college 18 to 24.
Ryan Cunha, you made it up here, man. All your naysayers said you couldn't make it to the top. Hope from Fly Racing. Look at that. I got the picture to prove it. Ryan Cunha here watching his kid Dylan, not in this class, but watching your buddy, Kapakanitis. Some West Coast friends there, but we're watching the 25 of Trevin Nelson. 2-1. That's pretty good, man. The Mud Moto.
For sure.
Doing your best work in what should be a wild card moto.
Yeah.
Then you got, it actually allows you to get a little wild tomorrow. If you have a bad moto, maybe a 3rd or 4th. This could be a moto where you could easily get a 15th with a couple of tip overs.
No doubt. Quickly.
Nelson Kapakanitis, Eddie Nord again up front. We said his name. Bose, Pascal, 6-foot Daniel Bortolini, Jesse Wessel, Panzarella, and Berger and Jet. Man, what a bunch of names, man.
That's a strong. The Burger Jet.
Bose,
They should
Pascal,
start a law
Bortolini,
firm.
Wessel, attorneys at law.
Attorneys at law. We're on your side.
You got a wreck, we'll get you a check. That's what Mitchell Harrison's dad is. He is an attorney. Anytime Mitchell Harrison got into an accident, I was like, oh, it's not the guy you want to crash into right there. He's got a strong attorney behind him at all
That's
times.
right.
The strong arm of the law, old man Harrison.
Amen.
Lives up in Michigan, I believe, maybe, something like that. Hopefully not where they've had the water issues in Flint.
for the last decade.
Yeah.
Or 15 years. I don't know. It's been a minute.
We have to assume the white flag is out at this
It
point.
is. You are correct.
Just
Yes,
a few
sir.
more turns for the number 25 of Trevin Nelson there on his Yamaha machine.
Our buddy Lucas Geisler back there in 16th. His dad Greg was up here with us earlier this morning.
So Trevin Nelson riding for Club MX FXR Muck-Off Yamaha. One more corner to go for him, and Trevin Nelson is going to take this one here in the college 18 to 24.
Yeah, he set himself up for a national championship now with a 2-1 Moto scores. 2-1 Moto scores. Those are pretty solid. Like I said, these wild card mud motos can go any direction, and he was able to tighten it up. Capricornitis Capricornitis will remount and finish up second. Norwood pretty stable there. He was kind of around that third place position the whole time.
It looks like Jackson Pascal able to get a couple of positions on that last lap. That is your first moto winner. We'll see where he racks up in this one. He is going to hang on to that number 5 position. And Joshua Bose sitting in that 4th on the number 69 KTM. And there is your top 10 here for this college 18 to 24.
Man, what kind of lenses are you running in your goggles now? You going to the ambers now? We switched over from the limo tint black to the amber to kind of brighten up these ruts now as the sun kind of sets beyond the trees. That next moto, that might be the way to go. Dave Gianolfi from 100% or Primo from Scott could hook you up with the exact lens for the moment and the tear-offs, roll-offs, whatever you want to do. Lots to decide. We got some decisions to make down there on the podium. Who is going to talk first?
Well, it would only make sense to have the man finishing on top step of the podium up to the box first. But he's got a lot of hugs, a lot of high fives. You know, got to shake hands, kiss babies after a moto win out here at the ranch. And he answered the call, coming up just short in moto number 1, but he answers in moto 2 with a gold medal. We'll give him a second to cool off. Everybody's looking at me like, hey, give the guy a second. He's working here. So Trevin Nelson getting ready to make his way towards the box. And I can feel the heat coming off of this number 25 right now. Pipe is practically as blue as the plastic, as this thing has been working hard. It is covered head to toe in mud. And here he comes with a big smile on the face. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Trevin Nelson, get him a gold medal here in Moto 2. And that is what it's all about, holding up this shiny bling for the fans here at Loretta's. Trevin, man, you came up just short in Moto 1. We knew you had the speed. You've been working hard all year. You're able to answer here in Moto 2. How you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. The track was super gnarly, and I didn't get the best start, but a couple kids made a bobble in the 10 Commandments, and I was able to go around a lot of them right there. And then from then on, I just rode my race and brought it home.
We saw it. It looked like you had the patience. You know, you weren't rushing things early. People kind of going all over the place. In these conditions, you kind of had to wait for the passes to come to you, right?
Yeah, that's something that me and my mechanic Ty and Mike B and Ben all talked about before the moto, is just being patient, making sure that I don't blow it, because the track's really tricky and it's got a really slippery base, so I had to be smart.
Absolutely. I'm going to let our riders behind us get ready to go off for their sight lap. But we've been talking about it. You've been working with the guys up at Club. You're running with the pros during the week, man. These are the best of the best. Has that have paid off and helped for you to training out here at Loretta's, riding with the pros?
Oh, absolutely. There's guys like Garrett and Jeremy and all the pro guys, Preston. They're all ripping at the track, and you're able to kind of watch. I like to watch Preston ride because he's really technical, and just hop around the bumps and figure it out.
There you go. Well, Trevin, last thing, who do you want to thank for getting the gold?
Yeah, I would just like to thank my mom and dad, Ty, Ben, Mike, Brad at FXR has been hooking me up, Hayden, Ross, Bihaz, all of them, and then Yamaha, ATVs and more, Muck-Off, FXR, Club MX, Dunlop, Jeffrey Holmes, Skid Steer Solutions, and just all of them. I really appreciate it.
There you go, man. Congratulations. We'll see you in Moto 3. Trevin Nelson answering the call with a 2-1 Moto score here in college, 18 to 24. And this has been a stacked class all day long. And like I said on the broadcast, he must have heard me having a little trouble with the last name. So he was like, you know, I'm going to grab the whole shot and I'm going to get another medal. Make sure you figure it out. Guys, put your hands together. Austin Capricornitis. I'm going to find out how wrong that was. I'm trying to. Oh, he's got the shades too. Man, you're looking good. You're feeling good. You got a Stasic Award and a silver medal going your way. One more time. Give it up for little Cap. There we go. Nothing quite like, especially in these conditions, coming around the first turn first. Man, you got the shades on. Come on, we got to show off the FXR gear. You know how it gets, man. And talk to me about these shades. What are we wearing here?
These are the Oakleys that A-Kane gave me thanks to him. Whoop, whoop.
There we go, man. I guess that's what happens when you ride like that. You came around the first turn first. You're able to bring home a second. How you feeling overall? We saw you go down at one point.
Yeah, I was feeling pretty good with that whole shot. Felt like I was on my own out there. And then I got tangled up with another rider, went down. I think I went back to 4th or 5th, I'm not sure, and battled my way back up here, and I'm happy to be on the podium.
Absolutely, man. It was a hard fight. You earned that medal. How you feeling coming into third moto?
Feeling good. We're coming in with a 7-2, so we're going to give her hell on the last one.
There you go, man. You're in this title fight. Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank my mom, my dad, my brother for always supporting me no matter what. Arai, Oakley, FXR, Alpine Star, Rooster Max Graphics, Moto Line Supply, my aunt, my whole family that came out this week. Thank you very much. Everyone else, thank you.
There you go. One more time. Put your hands together. Austin Capricornitis getting the job done. Grabbing a silver here in College Boy. And then gonna grab the bronze here. Eddie Norrid, man, he was fighting tooth and nail. Kawasaki rider grabbing a bronze here in Moto 2. Doing it for the green machine, man. Eddie, step right up. We got to talk about it. You were battling all over the place. Seemed like you had a different rider you were battling with every time we checked in, but nobody was giving you a break out there.
Yeah, I was just trying to ride a smooth, consistent race. I knew other people were going to make mistakes. I saw them go down in before the 10 Commandments, and I was like, just ride smooth. Wherever you get. And I just held on to the end.
Hey, man, like they say, smooth is fast. You got a medal around your neck. You got one heck of a, show that to the people at home right there. That's a race at Loretta Lynn's right there. Were you feeling that through the moto as well?
That one, no. The other ones, yes. But that one, I had it wrapped about 30 times in my glove. I felt it slipping off halfway through, but I was like, don't worry about it. Just ride.
No quitting out there, man. You're bringing this thing to the finish, and you did just that. Who do you want to thank?
Team Green, Kawasaki, Triangle Cycles, 4PR, Race Tech, SSR. My mom and dad, we swapped the motor last night. I was up till midnight swapping the motor, so just happy to put it on the box. Just everybody so much. Moose for the boots, just everybody, man. Thanks.
Getting the hands dirty, man. Whatever it takes. One more time, the Kawasaki rider grabbing a bronze medal, Eddie Norrid. There in the college class. Looks like the gate's about to drop. We're going to send it back to you guys up in this out.